We're going to take a break here. We're coming up. Mike, if you hold on, we're going to take a break. When we come back, let you have full run. We're talking with Jerold Sit. That website is PFE30.com. The phone number is 601-919-8866. We'll take a break. We'll be right back. All right, we're back to wjnt in the afternoon with your host, Kim Wade. Let's get the mic. Hey, Mike.
Hi. Hey, Kim, how you doing?
All right, you got a question?
Yeah, I had a question for your friend. I really got two questions. Last year I put ridge vents into my roof, but I still have those power vents, but mine aren't those little kind. They're the great big kind. They've been running for about 5 years, and they seem to be still running. I mean, they're not those small ones. They're real big. They handle like almost 2,500 square feet each. Are those decent?
They ran 5 years. I say you're doing.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, they're only about $70 at Home Depot or Lowe's,
yeah,
the big box stores. So, yeah, you got 5 years of use of it. Congratulations. You should go out by then.
Do those not know the big? And I've seen the smaller ones. Do the big ones not normally last as long?
Yeah, we just seen them to be more maintenance hassles than actual help, because it really, think about it. You're trying to fight the sun's rays. And you're investing every month to run those units to try to fight Mother Nature, and usually Mother Nature wins. Mm-hmm. So we just say, hey, if you want to find out what's going on, stick a thermometer up there and then turn them off. Stick a thermometer on there, and when it's running, and then test it by turning them off and see what the thermometer, how much it raises, and all the studies. And you can go to all the government websites, and you can go to buildingscience.com. You can see that it's only going to make about 5% difference in the temperature.
I don't know why they don't make the fans solar powered. I mean,
they could. They
don't sell as many, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so. Might be $400 or $500 a piece. Then
go ahead, Mike.
My other question is about 4 years ago I had to replace my AC units. I had a 5-ton, but a 5-ton just wasn't getting it for my house, so I split my ductwork up, and I had a 4-ton.
Okay, we got a few seconds.
And a 2.5-ton unit put in, but there's SEER 10 units. And somebody told me that the government's getting ready to force out all the SEER 10 units. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's already been forced out, Mike.
We're going to let him answer that.
That means I spent almost $10,000.
Hold on 1 minute. We'll be right back. We'll let him answer. All right, let's get right back to the show. PFE30.com is the website. The number is 601-919-8866. Find out, you listen, you, just like myself, you're sitting out there saying, I'm not happy with the total cooling in whether it's your office or if it's your home. There's something's just not right with your air conditioning. He can come out and give you a free diagnostic and find out. Because you have to admit, you're not going to be climbing up in the attic up under the house to find out whether or not the ductwork has actually come loose. Maybe somebody was up there running cable in the house and stepped on your ductwork and pulled it loose, and you don't know it. You just wondering, hey, it's not cooling in there. And he'll come out and take a look at it, and maybe you can have the benefits of lower heating and cooling bills yourself. So we were talking, Michael was talking, he's still on the line here, and he had a question for you, asking about the SEER 1030.
Yeah, hey Michael. SEER 10 went away a couple years ago. We're at SEER 13 now. And that just means the manufacturers can no longer manufacture 10 SEER equipment. A lot of times we're putting in 14 SEER, but we're talking about efficiencies as high as 23 SEER. And not to be at all this technical jargon, SEER is just like gas mileage, and isn't that important right now?
Yeah, absolutely.
More miles per gallon, higher miles per gallon means you can go longer on that dollar.
It's
and
cheaper to use a rickshaw, man.
That's it. Mm-hmm. That's it.
You got any other questions?
I thought about getting a bicycle.
Hey, Mike.
Well, 4 or 5 years ago, that was the best thing you could get. Does that mean you won't be able to get parts for them anymore, or what?
No, I think you're going to be able to get parts for it. In fact, one of the benefits of having 10 SEER equipment that's rightly sized is that it runs a little bit longer and pulls out more water out of the air. That's one of the challenges that we see in some of the newer homes. They're built tighter, and the older homes used to get wet and dry out, get wet and dry out, and now the newer homes just get wet. And the systems aren't able to dehumidify like they're supposed to. Your comfort there in your house, Michael, is a function. I hate that word function, but it's really dependent upon the temperature of the air and also the relative humidity of the the environment. So if you have a higher relative humidity, if you have 60-70% relative humidity in your house, you're going to see things growing on the wall, and you're going to be just totally uncomfortable, and you might have allergy problems with dust mite and dust mite activity. But if you get your relative humidity at 50% or below, which is what the American Lung Association and the ACCA, the Air Conditioning Contractors of America, recommends, then you can see the benefits of having a cool, comfortable, and energy-efficient house.
So you think? I mean, my units are only like 5 years old, and at the time that was the best you could get. So I should still be able to get it serviced, say 5 years from now.
Absolutely. We work on units that are still going after 20 years, and we're just amazed. We're like, hey, this one was put in right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I mean, I know my parents. One of their air conditioners lasted almost 30 years.
Oh yeah. My father-in-law's GE unit, which is we put in American Standard equipment. And that's part of the old GE system, and his unit's 30 years old. And it's still running great. I don't even want to touch the thing. I clean the outside unit, and I don't want to touch anything because I'm scared I'll get something loose and he'll have a problem, and I'll have to replace, the system.
Working fine.
So we're glad to see old equipment like GE, like the American Standard equipment that's field tested, time proven, and what's really important, and people have to understand, it's not just the equipment, it's the support that you have. M&A Supply is our distributor, and you've got Barry and Michael and Gary Mayo and the whole crew down there, and they just do an excellent job of making sure that we have replacement parts in a timely manner. Mm-hmm. Or if we have to go in on a Saturday evening or on a Sunday, God forbid we have to work on a Sunday, but sometimes we'll do it after church, mm-hmm. and they're there to meet us and really give us great support and great service. And so that's all a part of the experience. You don't want to invest in a system and then it's Monday and say we'll be there Friday when the part comes in. We really don't like that.
What's the name of your company again?
It's Practically Free Energy, and our product is PFE30, PFE30. And you can go to PFE30.com. Find
y'all a Jackson-based?
Yes, out of the reservoir, out there in the reservoir area. So give us a call.
Well, that's good to know. I did install the ridge vents, thinking that would give me some relief on the temperature in my attics, but I do still my power vents are still going. Thank the Lord.
Well, you may want to just test that and disconnect them, or turn them up to a higher setting on the thermostat, and see if your energy bill goes down. And you may not even notice any increase in your air conditioning part of it.
Believe it or not, I have about a 3,000 square foot house, and I'm not on a level pay. I pay as I use, and during the peak summer hours, my electric bill is about probably $270. Something like that.
270. That's great. Now I'll give you a comparison, Michael, about what's going on in the homes that we consult with, and they actually follow through on all the recommendations. They're talking about a nickel square foot. So on your 3,000 square foot home, it'd be $150 a month on average.